Planet X TV.
Watching the oranges and blues of the perfect desert sunrise, I couldn't help but think that this one had something special in store for us. I'm headed out to Joshua Tree National Park to do some climbing on the rocks out there. Sue and Dave have reserved a rock for me. These guys are some of the most amazing guides in the West with a place called Uprising Adventure Guides. I love rock climbing. I mean, it's a spiritual thing for, I think, most of these guys that are up there climbing. Anytime you're forced to hold on with both hands and both feet on the side of a rock, you can't think about anything else. And when you're not thinking about anything but where you are right at the moment, you're in a good, healthy place. When we arrived, Dave Mayville and Sue Cram from Uprising Adventure Guides led us to the base of Turtle Rock, one of the most accessible and diverse rocks in the park, with routes ranging from fairly easy to some of the most difficult climbs in the world. We are here at the base of Turtle Rock. Dave's gonna climb up about 70 feet or so, and he's gonna clip in the rope and get us all dialed in, and then come back down and start to belay us up. So have fun up there, man.
Okay.
Watching Dave solo, you could immediately tell that he was in his element. His movements were precise and graceful, like he really belonged up there. It was like watching Yo-Yo Ma play the cello.
What's out there sometimes is irrelevant to me. It's a 6-foot world that every little crystal is just growing. It's called hyper-focusing.
Yeah. Do you think you're a Jedi Knight? I think you are.
Rock climbing has grades of difficulty ranging from 1 to 5. 1 being an easy climb where you don't even have to use your hands, to 5, which is where you start to need a rope and a harness. After 5, it gets a little more complicated. Dave explains.
5th class climbing is where we start climbing, which is you should always have a rope on, and it's broken down into very small increments from 5-0 to 5-15. 5-0 being the bottom of 5th class climbing, where you should have a rope. 5-15 being the hardest climb in the world.
Dave makes it look easy. I'm gonna go make it look hard.
Climb on.
The climb started out with a really tough 5-9 section that I was only able to get through once Dave coached me through a tough spot.
And you'll feel that. There's a right foothold by your right thigh. I know there's one there. See it?
I see it, but I don't know if I can get up that high.
You'll watch. Your leg will go higher than you think. Let your air out. No, let your air back in and roll over. Get on center stand. Good job.
My climbing skills improved like times 10 in just a couple of hours with Dave, who really prides himself on being able to help other people climb even better than he can.
It's all about just a sequence. There you go. Now just remember that and use your feet as much as you can. If you're big, climb on your skeleton. Yeah, not so bad. 5-8.
Hey, it's even better view up here. Well, rock climbers use a term called exposure, which is basically being able to see miles in one direction, miles in another direction, and maybe miles underneath you too. When you're up on the side of a rock, it might not be the most technical climb, but there's nothing that a little bit of exposure can't cure. You've got the blues from sitting in the office all day, get yourself up on a rock. You'll be feeling like a mountain goat in no time. Mountain goats, they're pretty happy.
After we tackled some challenging rope climbing, we shifted gears and headed to a couple of bouldering spots. Bouldering is the fastest growing part of rock climbing, where no ropes are used, and where problems, which are basically short routes that you try to solve, reminded me of algebra class, where I couldn't solve anything.
All legs, all legs. And right foot up. Get it? Yeah. Now relax. I think this one is about almost 19 feet. Just feel it really slow. Go up a little bit, go down. It's a technique. Once you master it, you'll be doing it to the top.
You're gonna catch me if I fall, right?
Of course. There's actually a stemming problem here too, where you stem between both boulders. That's called bridging, or stemming what you're doing. That's a body stem.
There's nothing like climbing up a rock and feeling close to nature. One of the things that Dave taught me today was when you're up on the side of a rock and you're feeling a little stress, your tendency is to want to tense up and to flex your muscles.
Whoa, no, don't do that. Oy vey.
And I'm just about to fall off this rock, and Dave says, breathe.
You're okay. You're okay. Yep. Good job. Relax. Just breathe. Good.
And so I breathed, and I just connected with the rock.
There you go, buddy. Yeah. Nice. Cool.
There's nothing better feeling than connecting with nature, connecting with the rock. And there's no better people to do that than Dave and Sue. I'm just gonna give Dave a hug.
Yeah.
Southern California has some incredible variety. You can be rock climbing in the morning and then surfing in the afternoon. So it wasn't even a stretch for us to head in from Joshua Tree for a therapeutic surf session with the Wahine, surf instructor deluxe. Her aloha spirit and amazing teaching skills are perfect for anyone looking to learn basics of surfing.
Team Wahine Surfing School, I teach people how to surf, ages 5 years old on up. We go over the very basics of surfing to people that have some experience. And most importantly, we emphasize on the soul of surfing.
The soul of surfing, what is the soul of surfing?
It's when you feel the wave within. You become one with the board, one with the wave.
Oh man, I'm feeling all warm and fuzzy right now. I think I need to go surf for a few minutes. So if you've ever wanted to try and surf, if you've ever thought about it, ever dreamed about it, it's very easy to do. We're 45 minutes south of LAX right here and just north of San Diego. And we've got a beautiful surf instructor, we've got a beautiful surfboard, we've got a beautiful sunset, and we're about to hit the waves because I think the soul of surfing is something everyone should experience.
Catching a few waves with the Wahine was awesome, and as the sun settled down beneath the horizon, the day almost started to feel complete.
Aloha!
She gave me a tour of the Team Wahine surf shop, located actually inside the lighthouse at the Oceanside Harbor, where I asked her how she managed to find her dream job. I mean, what was it in your life that made you decide to start the surf school?
You know what, I had a really bad day one day, and I thought, well, you know, I'm a good surfer, I'm good with teaching. I thought teaching surfing would be the ultimate thing. So I just decided to go for it and do it, and here I am 8 years later, it just took off. I'm happy that I have the freedom that I have and to get to share the passion of what I love to do with others and to watch it change people's lives as surfing does, and to be a part of that is just, it's priceless.
It's one of those life lessons. I mean, you follow your passion, you do what you're good at, you do what you love to do, things typically work out. I've always loved to run over stuff, but when I started seeing this Jackie Chan style of free running in commercials and movies, fluid movement over obstacles, I decided to seek out some experts in the fledgling discipline called parkour.
We're here on the UCLA campus with Cliff Kravitz from PK Cali. What's parkour?
Parkour is movement through your environment, going from point A to point B, getting over the obstacles in between using just your body. It implies quick, efficient, fluid movement. Parkour, to me, is about progression. Everything I do in my life is about overcoming the obstacles. Anything that gets in my way is an obstacle, and I got to figure out how best to get past that.
All right, well, it's past Silverton's bedtime, so we're going to go get our parkour on here on the UCLA campus. Booyakasha!
UCLA's campus is like Disneyland for these guys. Tons of concrete walls and rails, and slow-moving security helps too. Watching these guys flow through the terrain and learning some of their technique inspired me to pick out some original lines that even they hadn't seen yet. Stay off the treadmill, go hop over a wall somewhere, pretend like you're getting chased by cops or something. It'll help keep your senses sharp, and if people look at you funny, you know you're on the right path. What a beauty. What a beauty. If you want to feel alive, try running across UCLA's campus and trying to escape from the security guards. Here they come in.
Planet X TV.